going on, guys? My name is Cleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And I'm the anomaly Will Farrow. We are the Arcade Tokens, and this is Coin Toss.
That's right, man. We got a hell of a recap for you guys. It was an incredible weekend of competition, crazy comebacks, everything you can expect from the Smash Bowl. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous to see these guys go at it. They're actually amazing to see in action. For the second week in a row, the event used the Phone a Friend rule set, which is a standard doubles rule set. Each player had one partner and fought in 2-on-2 team matches on standard tournament viable stages.
Gotcha. But now, also too, though, Miles, of course, was in the winner's circle for the winning team, and of course, MK Leo did manage to come out on the losing side. But here's where the biggest upset is. In the winners final, Miles and, of course, Dark Weezy, because this is calling a friend, as Cleo mentioned, they managed to take a massive upset against MK Leo. And for those who are not Smash Bros. Fans, this is the LeBron James of Smash Bros. This is not gassing anybody. This is literally the LeBron James of Smash Bros. And he got 3-0'd by Miles. It looks like Miles, anybody named Miles is having a great November. Shout out Miles Morales as well, which is a 10-hour video game. But during game 2, though, Dark Weezy took MK Leo's last stock early by using Mario's Flood on Ike, who was being played by, of course, MK Leo, forcing him too far away from the stage, grabbing him and throwing him off the ledge. I have suffered that many times with no one's help, just by myself. Don't know how to throw myself off the cliffs, but I do. But going into game 3, MK Leo switched his character, but the switch just still wasn't enough. And also, this is another one of those characters that MK Leo shines with, along with Bayonet and just a few others. Cloud is one of his top tier characters, and it still wasn't enough to get it done against Miles and Dark Weezy. So if you want to talk about one of the biggest upsets, and it's only the beginning of this tournament, this is massive. This is where we have no idea what's going to happen.
Thanks. It's definitely crazy to see the new up-and-comers in the game start to fight the people that we saw as like the gods, the top tier, and then these guys come out of nowhere and just sweep MK Leo. Is super weird. I'm sure MK Leo is in the lab right now prepping for next week so that don't happen again. But this upcoming Sunday, we are going back to singles matches with the randoms rule set. Now, each player must select random characters and stages, although they will be limited to a set of 9 tournament viable stages. Now, this is the same rule set from week 1, so it should be familiar. You can watch all of this action this Sunday, November the 29th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time on Thunder Gaming's Twitch channel. Just go on over to twitch.tv/Thunder Gaming LA and make sure you stay up to date.
Absolutely, man. Yes, when you're in that Twitch channel, make sure if you guys are subscribed to our individual Twitch channels, make sure you guys drop our emotes in the chat. Let them know that, hey, your Coin Toss host, you're glad to see a Slick Living emote. You're glad to see a Protect Your Cloud emote. You're happy to see a Pharaoh's Temple emote in there, man. It's going to be a crazy, crazy week once again with a lot of great competition. We got a special guest today. A really special guest today, guys. I'm really excited to bring him on the show to pick his brain about what it's like to be one of the top tier Smash players in the world. Guys, I present to you Mr. E.
Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and flip this coin.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited to announce one of the top tier best Smash Bros. Ultimate players in the world. He goes by the name of Mr. E in the building. What's up, Mr. E?
Yo, what's poppin', man? What's good? Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet all of you, man.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Cool. First question out the gate. Is it Mr. E? Is the E stand for something, or is it a play of words of mystery?
Yo, so it's so funny. A bunch of people were actually asking me that lately. And as much as I want to say that I was that cool back then, where I actually knew that it actually sounded like Mr. E, then I would be really happy. But nah, like the E stands for Eric, which is my first name. But, you know, I wish I meant it to stand for mystery. I wish.
You should get a logo, and where the dot is for the E, put that as a question mark.
Right? Right. I actually thought about that at some point. That would be pretty dope, honestly. That'd be dope.
Yeah,
Sure.
But,
Mystery.
yeah,
So you are a
man.
professional Smash Bros. Player. Tell us how you got to this point. Like, how long have you been playing Smash Bros? Have you been playing since the 64 version?
So I have played the 64 version and I have also played Melee, but I didn't really get into like competitive Smash until like Brawl. So once Brawl came out, I started kind of playing the game. But around like 2010 actually was when I started like finding out about tournaments, and I found out that there was like a couple tournaments like not too far away from me, like in Franklin Square. I live on Long Island, New York, so it's like not that far. And yeah, ever since I went to my first tournament, I was just like, like, Mom, Dad, y'all gotta take me. Like, like this is dope. Like this is so much fun, So ever since then, honestly, going on for about 10 years now, I'd say.
Is that just because you were watching your friends? Were you just like?
So I watched. Yeah, so basically, it all started when I was at my lunch table in like sixth grade or so, and a friend of mine brought up Smash Bros. And I remember I used to play Melee and Smash 64 like a while ago, So I was like, my friend was talking crap. He was like, "This game, like, no one could beat me at this table at this game." And I was like, "Yo, I used to play that game a while ago, right?" And then he was like, "Oh, well, he kept on talking crap and stuff." He's one of my good friends. And then eventually, we decided to play on Wi-Fi and Brawl. And, he actually beat the crap out of me. Like, he beat me really bad. And then ever since then, I was like, all right, nah, I'm going to grind this game out now. And then, like, eventually, I think, like, a week or two later, I challenged him again. And then I beat him this time. And then I was like, oh, nah, this is dope, So ever since then, we kind of had, like, a little bit of a rivalry. And then, I started looking up YouTube videos, finding out about, like, pro players going to, like, tournaments, competing and stuff. I was like, man, I want to get into this. Like, this is dope, So, since then, I just kept it going. I never lost the drive, man, to just keep getting better, just loving the series, love everything about it,
Okay. So I do have a question as someone who's kind of like a novice with Smash Bros. Now, obviously, outside of using the OP character Captain Kirby, who is the best player on the game, what I be really wanting to know is from just a perspective of looking at it, it seems like the game is very simple to play. Mm-hmm. But once you start playing it with people that know how to play, it's like, yo, y'all have a whole handbook I obviously don't know about. Mm-hmm. And so, like, if you could, like, just like, what are some of those like techniques that you have to learn to kind of perfect to be like had you like the ultimate Smash Bros player, like in that top tier form?
So yeah. So I'll definitely get to that. I do want to say that, like, I think that's the cool thing about Smash, right? Is that, like, the game is so, like, it seems like it's very welcoming, Like, some stuff seems really basic to do, but, once you kind of get into it and then you play someone who's really good at the game, it's like what's going on, Like, that's exactly how I felt at certain times too, especially in the beginning. But yeah, man, like, I would say certain techniques that kind of separate like a pro player from more like a casual player is kind of like how fast you react out of shield to certain options, because like someone can hit your shield and, you might not know like the best option to like, hit them out of your shield, but like a pro player will be like, all right, I know if I hit his shield with this, if he doesn't do this exact option, then I'm going to be able to, just punish him for it, like, so it's like there's a lot of like intricate stuff when it comes down to spacing certain attacks as well. Like, usually pro players are very precise with like how they, swing at you, for example. Lots of stuff that just kind of requires practice and experience, honestly. So, when it comes down to spacing, I would say, choosing the proper option out of shield, stuff like that. Kind of just like, even movement as well. Like different pro players kind of like abuse like certain tactics like dash dancing, kind of like moving back and forth a lot to try and like bait out an opponent's option. Like, kind of like let's say like my opponent's over here and I'm here. If I'm going like this and this and this and this, I might go like this. And when he goes like to hit me here, I'll back away like really quick. And then if he tries to swing here, I'm going to be able to hit him, because I just like dashed away. So it's just like little things like that, man, that kind of just like really separate, the kind of play between like top play and then like kind of casual play, just aware of a lot, honestly.
So what you're letting me know is, Cleo, you are a cheater, and now I am aware of it because you didn't tell me all of that was involved in this. I'm sitting here trying to beat this man up with Captain Kirby, and he got a whole shield and sword that makes sense with Dark Link. You, sir, are a scallywag, and I will see you in court.
Sir, I am a scholar and a gentleman. I am not as good as Mr. E, not even close. The level of edge guarding that this guy can probably do, I have never and will never, ever be able to perfect. But that's amazing, man. Thank you for sharing all these great tips with us, man. Because, listen, I've been playing, we all have, I'm sure, have been playing Smash Bros. Since the very first iteration of it, which was on the N64. All right. And it's gone from N64 to GameCube to Wii. There was a Game Boy version out there. I did play that as well, just to try and keep up my skills. But this Smash Ultimate, yeah, for sure. This Smash Ultimate game is by far the greatest thing that could have ever happened. There's so much stuff, and I don't think we'll ever get a newer version of it. I think they should just keep dropping characters. But the question I do want to ask you, if you did play the N64 Smash Bros, who was your player? Who was your character? Who was your main back in the day?
Fox, man. I love using Fox.
I never got it. I never understood it.
Oh, the laser. The laser
stuff. He's fast, bro. He's so fast.
Yeah. He's just so fast. I'm just like, man, this character just looks mad cool. A fox with a gun? Like, come on, it doesn't get cooler than that to me, man. So definitely Fox. Definitely Fox. How about you?
I've been playing as Link since the very beginning, bro. I have been mainly Link all these years. To the point now where everyone knows that about me and knows really how to play. They know how to beat me, but I can't, man. I love that character. I've loved him since the very first N64, so he's always going to be there for me. And at least we got young Link through the times, we got Toon Link through times, but I stay with the Link, bro.
Nice, yeah.
I always thought that asking somebody who they mained in Smash Bros was like. It was like my personal version of when, normal people ask what somebody's sign is, like their horoscope. Because I feel like it says a lot about you, who you main in Smash Bros. So you main Lucina, right? You used to, is it new? You used to main Marth, right? But is this like a new switch or is
yeah, so I mean, if Marth was just on the same level as Lucina, I would definitely use Marth. I just think he's a super dope looking character, man. He's kind of just pristine. He just looks really cool, But since Lucina is just the better swordsman, and they pretty much do like the same exact moves, I'm like, even I want to use the character who I know is better, Like I want to win, I don't want to just use a character kind of like, just because I think they're like really cool and whatnot. Like that's kind of how I was in like the Brawl days or Smash 4. I was like, you know what? I want to prove people that I can do stuff with Marth. Marth might not be that high in the tier list, but I want to still show people that I could beat good players with him. But I was like, in this new game, I want to be the best. I want to use a broken character. Like I want to use the best swordsman that I love, and Lucina is like pretty much better than Marth by a lot. So that's why I'm using her. Yeah.
Was there a reason? Like, is she faster? Is her sword longer?
So basically, so with Marth, you kind of have to space your aerials, and if you space your aerials pretty much perfectly, you'll get rewarded with like a very strong hit of the tipper, the tipper of the sword. But as Lucina, her sword is pretty much almost like an ongoing tipper. Essentially, it's not as strong as a tipper, but it's like always like the strongest hit. So it's like I don't even have to worry about spacing my moves as best as like I can be, because regardless, I'm gonna get the reward of hitting my opponent very strong regardless. So just from her having that factor alone, especially in tournament, it's a lot less pressure like on my shoulders as well, because if I'm spacing with Marth, right, and my opponent's at high percent, and if I miss a tipper and I just get like a weak hit, I just miss the kill, at high percent. And that could be so crucial, but as Lucina, like even if I miss that perfect spacing, I'm still going to get a strong hit. So my opponent's going to die anyway. And I don't have to think like, man, I just missed this tipper, and just have that kind of mentally mess with me, So she kind of takes away those factors. So, yeah.
All right. Well, high playing Smash players, you're welcome. I'm sure you understood that.
Right. Right.
Oh my god!
You are.
I was like, I know words.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
spoon feeding you
no!
game. I'm just the middleman. I'm giving these people
Nah.
game. You know what I'm saying? Tipper,
Yeah, it's all
better
good.
tipper.
Right.
Lucina is
Yeah.
a better
Pat said.
tipper at
Yes,
restaurants.
yes. That's literally it, honestly. Hmm.
That's dope. That's dope.
Um,
Yeah.
My
So, Pat, what is your main? That's because I remember Mr. E did ask that.
I was gonna say my main, and you can judge us all on our mains based on all the people you've met throughout the years. My main is actually Pac-Man. I'm sure you don't see him a lot.
Oh,
In
you play
tournaments,
Pac-Man?
I do play with
Man,
Pac-Man.
this interview might have to come to an end, man. I'm sorry, man. You play that character? No, I'm kidding, bro.
Yeah, you
Pac-Man,
don't see him
though.
ever at tournaments. He is a rarity, but when you do, and that hydrant
Yeah,
comes
he
out,
cooks, man.
people are running.
Man, he cooks for sure. He used to be one of the characters I hated fighting the most, man. He just now the thing about out of shield options, I was kind of mentioning earlier. Pac-Man had some of the fastest out of shield options in the game. Like he has a very fast out of shield fair. So like if I land like my forward air on Pac-Man's shield, he can always do like a fair out of shield. So it's so easy for him to get punishes out of shield. Like, which was kind of what I was talking about earlier, you know, like how important like out of shield options are and stuff. Pac-Man is one of the best characters at just hitting people out of shield, and it's so hard at like fighting Pac-Man sometimes. But yeah, that's a strong pick though, man.
You know what's messed up? Now I'm gonna just tell people that who clown me for. I'm just gonna be like, well, I'll have you know, Pac-Man has one of the fastest fares out of shield. And people are gonna be like, "Well, he might."
Yep.
Like, oh,
I'm telling you, if you just do that versus people, you're gonna make them mad.
Gave me some
but yeah, but yeah, who do you mean? Oh no, well, you say you mean Kirby. You mean Kirby,
yeah, man? Captain Kirby.
Captain Kirby. Oh, okay.
Representing Captain Kirby since the 64 era. You know what I'm saying? Majin Buu's father. You know what I'm saying? Out here in these streets, riding stars, socking people out multiple times, taking their powers.
I feel that.
That's their main trait, delusion.
Delusion.
What? Kirby mains are delusional. Dreamland.
This is all I know.
Yeah, actually, all the Kirby mains are very passionate about that character. You know, they're always trying to be like, you know, like Kirby might not be the best, but I'm gonna try my best to just make it work. You know, so yeah, Kirby has a good combo game. You know, but as far as that character winning a big giant tournament or anything, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna say it's gonna be tough.
They're from Dreamland, Mr. E. Doesn't it make sense? They're all from Dreamland.
Don't you do that, Pat. Don't you do that, Pat.
Makes sense, I guess. It makes sense.
That's not cool, man.
Yo.
Mr. E, I did want to ask you a question. Was Smash Bros your intro into fighting games, period? Or are you like crazy with Injustice? Do you visit other fighting games, or was Smash, were you kind of loyal to it?
So Smash is pretty much like the only fighting game I play, honestly. You know, like I never really gone to Street Fighter or Injustice. I'm kind of like just Smash exclusive, you know, you know, I've pretty much just been only playing Smash and honestly not even really playing that many other games since I started playing Smash and just competing, you know. I kind of always tried to have the mindset of, you know, if I really want to be the best, I really want to make sure I dedicate all my time to this game, you know, not really put my time into like any other games, because I don't really want an excuse, you know, in case like I don't accomplish what I want to do like one day. Like I want to be able to say that, you know, I've done everything within my power in order to, you know, be the best player that I can be. And I think that if I just play Smash and constantly, you know, pretty much have Smash on my mind and always grinding, I think that's the best way, you know. So that's kind of why, I only really play Smash.
Do you think that's because of how unique? Oh, wait, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear
you. It's on you, Pat. Sorry, brother.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, do you think that's because of how unique Smash is and how a lot of other like fighters is pretty much you know, like the one-on-one with the health bars, but Smash Bros. It just looks different. It's way wider. You can kind of jump around, and do you think that is a part of it, or do you just kind of like not get with the other ones?
Yeah, so I definitely do think that is a huge part of it for sure. Smash kind of feels like it's a very sandbox game. Like, you can kind of just do so much, with platforms, stuff like that. So, like, there's just a bunch of stuff that I think Smash kind of offers that other fighting games that like kind of don't. But to be fair, I'm sure if I like actually played Street Fighter or another fighting game, I would love that game probably. I don't want to say just as much, but I think I do just have a love for fighting games in general, but I only really play Smash, because, I've been a huge Nintendo fan, kind of growing up. That was the system introduced to me when I was younger, and, just, I think that's like the major reason why I think I play Smash, because I was just a big Nintendo fan and, I just kind of got involved with Smash at a very young age. So I think that's kind of like the main reason why I play Smash.
Yeah, you talked about being dedicated to Smash. That you're sacrificing every other experience as far as every other character out there. It doesn't mean anything to you because you got this goal in mind to be the very best Smash player out there in the world. And I think it's an amazing lesson to share onto the viewers and the listeners of Coin Toss. Man, I got to ask you, remote controller through the years. What are you using currently, and is it your favorite of all time in the Smash series?
Okay. So throughout the entirety of my Smash career, I've only used GameCube controller. Like literally only. I'm in love with the GameCube controller, like that's pretty much just like the universal. That's what pretty much everyone for the most part uses. But now, they kind of came out with like Pro Controller and other stuff like that. And, I never really gave it too much of a try, honestly, but I can say that until lately because I actually kind of go through GameCube controllers pretty quick, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's because of how I press the buttons or something, but throughout this quarantine time, all the controllers that I would use in like tournaments, they all ended up breaking. So I was like, dang, like I really don't have any controllers right now. And I actually before the day before when one of my very important controllers broke, I had a tournament the next day. And I was like, yo, like I need to get a new controller fast. And they don't really sell, it's so hard to find GameCube controllers. Like you can't just buy them from the store because they're all like sold out unless you want like a really cheap one. So you know what? I actually so one day I saw like my Pro Controller lying around and I was like, you know what? Like I can't play if I can't use anything else right now besides this Pro Controller. So like I started using it and honestly I think I'm literally Pro Controller only now. Like so that's how it happened. So yes. So after using the Pro Controller, I have just was like, this feels for some reason way better than a GameCube controller. Like I see why people use this now. I honestly, like I don't know what it is. I just feels more comfortable on my hands, honestly. Like I have to admit, when I first touched the Pro Controller, when I played it for like a day or two, I was like, nah, it feels kind of weird. But then after like that week, I was like, nah, I'm really used to this, And I actually use like the on the GameCube controller, I have like a weird control scheme. I use the Z button to jump on the GameCube controller. And on the Pro Controller, I use the R button to jump. And the R button is just so easy to just press down. It's just so crisp. So like I just, this controller is just dope.
I have seen. I'm playing a completely different game.
Right, exactly. Different game. You see, Pat, they out here Pro Controllers, GameCube. You want to be me to be impressed? Walk in the tournament and be like, "This me right here, right here."
The Joy-Con warrior,
right? You just walk in, gang. Let's go.
That's why I won't fight anybody who has a weird configuration because it's just like. You played so much, you taught yourself something else when they're like, yeah, let me just put attack to the start button. Like, wait.
What?
The tryhards, man. Yeah.
I'm not fighting.
I'm good. But now I do have a question though. So, like back to something Cleo had mentioned a little bit earlier that he believes that they shouldn't come out with another Smash Bros, but just keep adding characters. And stuff like that. And so between the arcade tokens, we always have a fandom fiction discussion of who's the next person that's going to come out. Like I remember Pat was very excited when Banjo-Kazooie was being added to the roster. And so I know we just recently got Steve from Minecraft to be released. So I wanted to get your opinion on that current release. And then also, if you got the shot to have a character added to Smash Bros, who would you like to see in Smash Bros?
No, okay. Okay, so I guess I'll start with like the Minecraft Steve release. Honestly, I think it threw everyone off, man, including me. But I mean, honestly, I think it worked out for the most part. It drawed so much attention on the game. I think Steve is a really cool character too. So many people were like, this character is like really bad, in the beginning. But then you got people like Salem, people like Aaron, who are just literally winning 100-man online tournaments with this character, and the character only been out for like a week, and it's like, nah, if yes, people might not know the matchup, but nah, this character has some sauce, so honestly, I think Steve is really dope. I actually play a little bit of Enderman myself. He's just fun, kind of fun to mine and get the little diamonds and stuff like that. See, I actually never played Minecraft a day in my life. And so many people, I think, are so thrown off by that, especially nowadays. But I wasn't lying when I was like, I'm really Smash exclusive. Like Smash is kind of all I know, So now I never played Minecraft. But hey, man, if Steve was in the game, cool, man. He's my friend if he's in Smash. So, but yeah, but now then getting into the character that I was I was hoping for Crash Bandicoot so bad, man. That's like one of the only other series that I really played besides like Nintendo games was like Crash Bandicoot. I loved that series, kind of growing up as a kid. So I think if I had to choose, I would want Crash Bandicoot in, honestly. That'd probably be my character.
I'm thinking he's too expensive. I feel like they don't want to pay for him.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, honestly. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Here's what I think it is. I just yesterday watched an old school Crash Bandicoot commercial for the very first Crash Bandicoot PlayStation. Mm-hmm. Do you guys recall the commercial where Crash pulled up outside of Nintendo's offices and started making fun of Mario?
The mascot, right?
Oh my gosh. No, I don't
it's a whole diss record. Like he's not rapping. I'm just saying it's like a diss commercial at Nintendo outside of their offices. I'm like, they're holding on to that grudge from that day.
They had to be.
We're gonna do a whole token react to it. Mr. E, I would love for you to watch it with us, man. No lie. I wish you could pull it up right now for you to see.
This is
I'm down if we can.
This is from the commercial from back in the day, from the very first Crash Bandicoot game. Crash pulls up. It's the guy in the actual mascot uniform, and he has a megaphone in his hands. He's like, "Hey guys, huh? Mm-hmm. What about these graphics, huh, plumber?" It's all.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow! I don't remember that at all.
That is hilarious. I watched it last night and was rolling. I was like, "Yo, they really took the WWE Degeneration X pulling up the WCW shot."
Yeah, I remember those commercials.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, I'm on the play button.
I'm on play button.
I'm on play button.
Oh my god, dude, that was amazing.
They really took the shot all the way back then.
Oh my god, bro.
Yo, but he did like so many different ones. Like he would crash like different areas and stuff like that. There was a whole bunch of commercials, but it was hilarious.
Oh my god, I'm so surprised I never saw this like a while ago. I'm so surprised. How could I miss out on such a treasure?
Boy, mustache man, plumber boy.
You feel like your days are numbered?
They should remake that, like for real. Like the anniversary of Crash, they should remake it with the updated like mascot and have him really go up to Nintendo and do that again.
He should say, "Yo, put me in Smash." Like he should really do something like that. Please.
Pat has been saying this for years now. He wants to see Crash inside of Smash Bros. Man, we threw plenty of names out there: Doom Guy, Master Chief, Sora. Mm-hmm. I mean, Sephiroth. I would like to see him in the game, but we're just gonna have to wait and see, man.
Yeah, man, I hope. But honestly, if they added Minecraft Steve, I feel like literally like Goku could be in the game now. like someone crazy, man. Like,
especially if Raya's in there. You know what though? I feel like Vegeta will make it first before Goku. I don't know why.
I hope not. It lowers his value if you see him fighting. If you see him fighting somebody like random like Solid Snake, and Solid Snake is hanging in with him, then it's just like it lowers. They wouldn't do
Oh,
that.
I see.
Yo.
I see. Because you feel like he should just be obliterating Snake, right? Like it shouldn't be a concept.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Watching Vegeta getting packed out.
Snake
by
got that tech though.
It's not funny at all.
Not a good look.
You're right.
That's funny, bro. What was I gonna say? But I do want to say one last thing. Us three, we're not really like the most experienced Smash Bros, and you're kind of like, you're pretty up there. I kind of want to jump you. I feel like, if we put up Smash Bros and did 3-on-1, a good old fashioned arcade tokens jumping, I just want to see if we could at least get a stock off.
Yo, I'm down. I'm down to run that. I mean, it's up to. I mean, I'm down. We have the time. We can get it.
We're doing this.
So don't.
I'll get up.
So we have another. There's another series called X's and O's that I think would be dope for this to happen. So I think we should set this up. And get this work, man. Let's see what the arcade tokens can do.
Man, I told y'all like all the stuff. I told y'all mad stuff now. Y'all about to be ready.
We're gonna do it, and factually, we're gonna do it. We're gonna set it up, and we're gonna name the episode "Arcade Tokens Jumps Mr. E."
Jumps Mr. E.
Not literally no sarcasm right now.
Yep. Good old fashioned jumping. I want Will to pull up with the Kirby with the bandana. I'm gonna have Ness with a bat. We should have a custom background.
Kirby gonna have a brass knuck. That knuckle's just a brass knuck. Let's go.
We should all have like leather jackets, like a 1980s beating. Like you came down the wrong
like that. Dang, what do I get my eyes? Let's do it.
Right.
That sounds good.
Lucina's gonna beat our ass.
Let's go.
My Pac-Man's gonna be in the gym punching fruit. I gotta start training.
That is true, bro. You about to match? I'm gonna get fair out of shield. I'm gonna be like, oh, he got it. He got it down now.
My goal is to just get you knocked out once. After that, I don't care. I'm like, I've achieved my accomplishment.
One stock.
Yep.
And I want infinite.
Oh shit! Dang, that's something against me.
Can we start you at like 136 damage?
Oh snap! Whatever. I'm down, man. I'm down for anything.
That sounds like a lot.
Let's go.
That is gonna be dope.
But
Mr. E, we appreciate you so much for stopping in and talking to us. I feel like you didn't. We ain't at the. Well, I personally ain't at the level where you taught me anything, but you taught some Smash players out there a lot. I got to do some studying, figure out some of these terminologies, how to become a better tipper, if you will. 18%.
Yo, oh snap! For sure.
But yeah, we wanted to thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you, and we will see you on this X's and O's. We're gonna see you in this alleyway. So prepare for this jumping. Good old fashioned jumping.
For sure, yeah. And it's been a pleasure, really. Thank y'all for having me on here. And really nice meeting all of you too.
Likewise,
absolutely, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right, for sure. Peace.
All right, man. So once again, shout out to Mr. E. Y'all can check us coming with the jump. Real soon, we're going to be jumping Mr. E up in Smash Bros. But we want to thank him for stopping by, talking Smash Bros with us, giving us some great tips. Me and Pat didn't know what it was, but if you do know what it was, I hope you took heed to it so you can become a better Smash player. Thank you for checking out another episode of Coin Toss. We have made the arcade tokens. I am the Anomaly Will Ferrell.
Phil Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And we will catch you next time.